Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, a very warm welcome. So, let's talk about something many of us are either going through right now, thinking about, or maybe already navigated. It's a significant transition in our lives. I'm talking about menopause. For years, it felt like this subject was whispered about, maybe even a little taboo. But it's a natural, normal part of being a woman, and frankly, we deserve to talk about it openly, understand it, and find ways to navigate it with grace and maybe even a little ease. If you're here, you might be feeling a bit confused, maybe frustrated, dealing with some new and sometimes challenging symptoms. You're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dive deep into what menopause is, the common symptoms to watch out for, and most importantly, practical ways to find relief from lifestyle changes and natural options to understanding hormone replacement therapy. First off, let's understand the symptoms. Menopause, or more accurately, the menopausal transition or perimenopause, which is the time leading up to it, brings a whole host of potential changes as our hormone levels, particularly estrogen, begin to fluctuate and decline. It's like our bodies are recalibrating, and sometimes that recalibration can feel intense. So, how do you know if what you're experiencing is related to menopause? There's actually a long list of potential symptoms, and they can vary wildly from woman to woman. Some of the most common ones include hot flashes and those dreaded night sweats, feeling a sudden wave of heat wash over you, often followed by chills, irregular periods which might become lighter, heavier, or just unpredictable before eventually stopping, mood changes, feeling more irritable, anxious, or even experiencing periods of low mood, breast soreness, vaginal dryness which can impact intimacy and comfort, thinning hair or changes in skin texture, weight gain, especially around the middle, which seems to happen even if you haven't changed your habits, sleep disturbances, difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early, and many others like joint aches, fatigue, or changes in concentration. Looking at a list like this can feel overwhelming, but it's helpful to recognize what's happening. You can find online or printable symptom checklist that can help you track what you're experiencing and see if there's a pattern that points towards menopause. When it comes to diagnosis, often your doctor will diagnose menopause based on your symptoms and age typically. If you haven't had a period for 12 consecutive months and are in the typical age range, late 40s, early 50s, blood tests for hormone levels like FSH, estrogen, or TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, aren't usually necessary for diagnosis, but can be used to help rule out other conditions that might cause similar symptoms. There are even at-home FSH tests now, but honestly, talking to a healthcare professional is always recommended for accurate advice tailored to you. Now, let's talk about one of the most bothersome symptoms for many women: hot flashes and night sweats. These happen because the decrease in estrogen affects our body's thermostat. It can feel like your internal temperature regulation system is just broken. The good news is there are things you can do to manage them. For many women, the most effective treatment is hormone replacement therapy, or HRT. We'll talk more about HRT in a moment, but it's very good at reducing the frequency and severity of hot flashes. Beyond medical options, lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Managing stress is key. Stress can definitely trigger hot flashes. Try to regulate your body temperature. Wear layers so you can easily remove clothing. Use a portable fan. Keep your bedroom cool at night. Identify and avoid your personal triggers. Common ones are spicy foods, caffeine, and alcohol. Pay attention to what seems to bring them on for you. If you smoke, quitting can significantly help, not just with hot flashes, but your overall health. And regular exercise is beneficial for so many menopause symptoms, including hot flashes. Diet also plays a role. Focusing on a low-fat, Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, soy, avocado, and omega-3 fatty acids found in oily fish can be really supportive. Some women also find relief with natural remedies, like black cohosh, red clover, or certain herbal teas. Meditation can also be helpful for managing the stress response that can trigger flashes. Okay, let's talk about HRT hormone replacement therapy. It's a topic that has been surrounded by a lot of confusion and sometimes fear. Now, I want to be very clear, I am not a medical professional. This information is for general knowledge and discussion based on current research. Any decision about HRT must be made in consultation with your doctor. With that said, HRT is highly effective for many menopause symptoms: hot flashes, night sweats, improving sleep, easing vaginal dryness, and helping with mood changes. It also has significant long-term benefits, like helping to prevent bone loss, osteoporosis, and muscle loss. Generally, HRT is considered a good option for women under 60 who are experiencing bothersome symptoms and have no high-risk factors for certain conditions like breast cancer or blood clots. It's actually strongly recommended for women who go through early menopause before age 45 or who have their ovaries removed because they need those hormones for long-term health. HRT comes in different forms: pills, patches, gels, and sprays. The form can matter. Oral pills have a slightly increased risk of blood clots and stroke compared to patches, gels, or sprays, which are absorbed through the skin. Now, the risks. This is where some of the past concerns came from. Large studies found a slight increase in certain risks, particularly breast cancer. It's often cited as about 5 additional cases of breast cancer per 1,000 women over 5 years of HRT use. The increased risk is small, depends on the type and duration of HRT, and importantly, this risk decreases after stopping HRT. As mentioned, oral HRT has a slightly higher risk of blood clots and stroke compared to non-oral forms. The decision about HRT is very personal. It should be based on how severe your symptoms are, your personal and family medical history, especially regarding cancer and blood clots, and your overall health profile. Discussing all of this openly and honestly with your healthcare provider is absolutely essential to figure out what's right for you. Perhaps HRT isn't for you, or maybe you're looking for complementary approaches. There are many natural ways to support your body through menopause. Again, always consult your doctor before starting any new diet, exercise program, or especially herbs and supplements, as they can interact with medications or have side effects. We touched on diet and exercise already, but it's worth repeating. Prioritize a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats. Staying well hydrated is also surprisingly helpful. Regular physical activity, a mix of aerobic exercise, strength training, and flexibility like yoga can really improve mood, sleep, energy levels, and even reduce symptom severity. Many women explore herbs and supplements. Popular ones include black cohosh, red clover, dong quai, evening primrose oil, valerian, and chasteberry. The scientific evidence for their effectiveness varies, and what works for one person might not work for another. This is definitely an area where professional guidance is important. Lifestyle is huge. Maintaining regular sleep habits, even if sleep is difficult. Managing stress through practices like meditation or deep breathing. Limiting caffeine and alcohol, especially in the evening, and managing your weight can all contribute to feeling better. Some women also find acupuncture helpful. Speaking of sleep, this is another area where menopause can really disrupt our lives. Why does menopause mess with sleep? Well, those lovely hot flashes and night sweats certainly don't help, but also mood changes, anxiety, and even physical discomfort can make getting a good night's rest a real challenge. Chronic poor sleep affects everything: our mood, concentration, energy, and overall health. So, what can we do? Focus on good sleep hygiene. This is foundational. Stick to a regular sleep and wake-up time, even on weekends. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens, phones, tablets right before bed. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially later in the day. Regular, moderate exercise can significantly improve sleep quality. Just try not to do intense workouts too close to bedtime. Gentle activities like walking or yoga can be perfect. Some natural remedies might offer help, like ashwagandha for stress, chamomile, lemon balm, tart cherry juice, or passion flower. Again, check with your doctor. For some, short-term use of sleep aids or melatonin under a doctor's guidance might be an option, but long-term use generally isn't recommended. One of the most effective strategies for chronic insomnia, even related to menopause, is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI. This is a type of therapy that helps you change thoughts and behaviors that interfere with sleep. If sleep is a major ongoing problem, professional help with CBTI could be incredibly beneficial. Navigating menopause is a journey, and sometimes it can feel like a roller coaster. But it's also a powerful phase of life. Understanding what's happening in your body is the first step towards feeling more in control and finding ways to manage the symptoms that bother you most. Remember, you are not alone in this. Millions of women around the world are going through this transition. Be kind to yourself, listen to your body, and don't hesitate to seek support from friends, family, and especially healthcare professionals. Finding the right combination of strategies, whether it's lifestyle, tweaks, natural remedies, or medical support like HRT, is about finding what works best for your unique situation. I hope this video has given you some clarity and perhaps a few new ideas to explore. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more videos like this about navigating midlife and beyond. I'd also love to hear your experiences. What symptoms have you faced? What has helped you the most? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community here. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. If you'd like more helpful information and tips for navigating midlife and beyond, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell.